What's up, Dixon? So while we wait for people to come in to the video, what's up, UFO to go? We'll check out some of the bubbles today. So on the weekly, obviously we had the 10% dump yesterday for BTC. This is the weekly bubbles. So we're seeing some more red coming to the market. Some particular cryptos have been bouncing. I mean, SEA is up almost 100% a week. Let's look at some of these top coins and see what they're doing. I actually was farming this airdrop. Obviously, never got my airdrop. So SEA is a layer 1 VC funded coin, up massively. We can't really see much on the weekly as the indicators really hasn't printed. Very overextended here. Some good market structure. We bottomed, formed a few W's, and off it went. It really didn't even consolidate that long. Look at this. So it was an 80% retracement. Move sideways for, say that was like, 83 days. Wow. Hex Honcho, what's up? Greeting Hans, lending protocol exploits. UFO to go, what's up? Hex is wrecked right now. Can the devs do something? Me. What's up, Balaji? Yeah, Lyman, aren't we all, right? SEA, if you really wanted some of this coin, you need to wait for the areas here. This is taken off. It's too late to chase this. But this is still very early in the bull. I mean, this is going to come down. It's going to find support here, and this is where the granny will be interested to get some of this. Let's look at these gainers on the day. TIA. I was farming the airdrop because I was actually playing with the NFTs on the testnet and everything, and obviously I didn't get the airdrop. Said you got it at 10 cents. Wow. Oh, so you literally bought the floor. I mean, really, the only market structure you had was this, the break of this. You could have bought the breakout or the retest. I mean, even the retest was valid entry there. It went a little bit deep, but so that's the only market structure you really had. It didn't really give you a chance. You're either catching a falling knife here, really knowing that you wanted to get some of this, and off it went. Brett Stone says PTGC. If it wasn't the worst ticker ever, like I would have liked it. Post some of the fundamentals because I don't study fundamentals often. PTGC. Who thought of that tongue twister? Has locked LP where billions of pulse will be accessible with PTGC holders. I have no idea what that even means. PI COSA. So I guess you guys want me to take a look at your coins if you're going to be putting them in the chat, right? But that is what the title of this video is, and I really don't mind. I'm here to find coins that are cheap for myself as well. What about bear on pulse chain? I'm I've been selling halves on doubles on Teddy Bear, and my second double on this coin was literally at the top here. I don't know if this is the top, but it's already bounced off. So this is kind of bullish consolidation. Generally, when you see consolidation trending up like this with higher lows, that's bullish, right? Not only that, if it does this and the indicator is going lower, that's hidden bullish divergence, which is some momentum to the upside, right? As the indicator is kind of resetting, yet the price is still going higher. Yeah, so let's pretty much cover the macro quickly. So Bitcoin is rallying here. We are expecting the ETF news. Either if it gets rejected, this is going to nuke to Goblin Town. If it gets accepted, I would expect a sell-off as well. Buy the rumors, sell the news, right? But everybody is expecting a buy the rumors, sell the news event. But at the end of the day, I don't think this is going higher than our reload zone. This is the reload zone in reverse. This is the 61.8 in reverse. This is a powerful level where professionals short. And I would also love for this breakout level to get retested so we have a very, very good structure, that foundation that we can build upon into the 2025 bull run, right? Doesn't mean we won't be going up in 2024. I just see the first quarter to be a little bit bumpy, a little bit red. But I mean, this can go to just go bull mode and go up forever. But then I would have to say that our bull run, timing wise, has been cut short, as you don't want markets to go straight up because it is inefficient for the market to move like this. It will retrace or come to retest some of these levels or retrace the whole straight up movement. Coinbase kind of front run this move. This is the weekly chart. You got a massive rejection in the previous candle, but there is a little bit of a bounce going on here. We can see we never really came back to retest this breakout point. We just got above it, rejected, found it as resistance a few times, and off it went. Let's retest this area down here. You can see the short here that I explained, what I talked about previously, but I'll just remove it, as no one's going to be shorting Coinbase on this channel. Dow Jones Industrial, all-time highs, little bit overextended here. It's been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 weeks of straight up. You would expect this to have some consolidation. That's your all-time highs. Maybe we grind. You don't want to see this fall below it. This is not a double top anymore. This is all-time highs. What would be healthy is a consolidation at this breakout level. The dollar showing some strength. On the Willy, it was really oversold. Or it got nice and low, right? The RSI also nice and low. Remember, when the dollar goes up, the risk assets, including crypto, goes down. So if this looks bullish, we should be cautious in crypto land. Lots of bullish structure here, or some indications here, even some bullish divergence on the RSI on the daily. I mean, we gapped up higher here. I have no idea what happened here. Yeah, well, there's a massive gap there. So bullish on the daily, bullish on the weekly for the dollar. It's been a steady downtrend, so you would expect a a relief bounce here soon. When and if the dollar breaks below 100, this is going to come down to retest these areas down here. But pretty much these are almost like literally reset on the weekly, and definitely a bounce is in order here. I don't know how strong it's going to be. We didn't really get oversold. This doesn't really get oversold on the RSI that much. But either way, maybe we get a little bit of a bounce here. Your resistance levels would be the 38.2 and the 61.8 and 103 and 104. So let's look for rejections there. Probably reject at 104 and then see if we can go lower from there. So Bitcoin bouncing here a little bit, but very dangerous and overheated on the indicators on the daily. On the weekly, I mean, bearish, right? I mean, not bearish, but this is not where you should be looking for longs, right? The upside is much less than you're risking to the downside. Let's measure some of these moves. So let's say you've got a 10% retracement to the 38,000 level. To this area of traffic, there's a 20% retracement, and then to your 30,000 level, that is a 30% retracement. What is the largest retracement we've had? A 21% here. We've had a 22% here. What is interesting to note is this bull run has never given you really a chance to get in, right? You've rallied, never got to the 61.8. You rallied, never got to the 61.8, and same story there. And once again up here, never really got to the 61.8. Let's see in previous cycles. Obviously, this was your 61.8. You got right all the way to the 88.6 level, giving you a chance to get in. Right, there's your 61% retracement. I mean, that was even an 81% in this range. Let's look at 2015. So your first low, it gave you a chance, right, to get it at the 61.8. We can even pull it to this one. Gave you a chance at the 61.8. And then didn't give you another chance. And off it went. But it gave you a chance at least once in 2015 and in 2018. We haven't gotten that chance yet. Another interesting thing to note is if we look at the retracement levels, it has always given you the 61.8 to short it into the 61.8, giving you a perfect short. We're just below this level, right? If we look at it like this, right? This is the box that I've marked here. This is the 61.8. You can see the 61.8 there. In previous cycles, it's given you that short every time. You can see there, perfect weekly candle into it, and off you go into rejection. Same story here. Gave you a perfect touch at 777 at the 61.8. Gave you a really good short. So, should we be expecting that same movement? Yeah, we should. Right. Hasn't happened yet, but to keep in mind diminishing returns, maybe we never even get there. If we are to take in the theory that Bitcoin is going through diminishing returns. Maybe we never get to the 61.8. Lots of people are also looking at this 48,000 because it's the 61.8. So maybe we never even get there, or you overshoot it all the way to the 78.6 level, which is 57,000. That would actually be max pain. You take out all of these guys that are shorting it there, and there's lots of people and mainstream influencers looking for a short here. But then again, we need to see this retracement, right? It happens every time. Get your retracement, get your rally, you get your retracement. Let's measure this move here. That was a 40% retracement, right? Look at this one here. Although this happened really, really quickly, like in a week, that's also 41%. So 40 to 30 to 20% retracements are very, very normal in your accumulation phase slash second phase of the bull market, right? Amor Fati, that's a cool name. Red for BTC or overall macro. So as we can see, the dollar seems like it wants to turn around. All of the risk assets, including the Dow Jones dollar or Dow Jones BTC and the S&P, look a little bit toppy here, right? And even the S&P has not made an all-time high. We're still in a double top kind of situation here. You're starting to print some bearish flashes, but you can see how long this lasts down here. But at the end of the day, this is at the top of the RSI range, right? This is not where you're looking for longs, right? You're waiting for retracements because this is dangerous up here. I look how beautifully it came down here when we did this dump. Like, that's where you should be interested in a bull market if you've missed this run. And there's lots of money on the sideline here, like 6 trillion US dollars that need to go somewhere, either into crypto or into this. Let's look at the total market cap. Very high on the RSI, right? We really need these indicators to come down. Like, either the price has to come down or we need to consolidate here for at least a few months, because if you're just going to move sideways, it's going to take a while for these indicators to come down. So massive wicks as people are buying this dip now, right? Don't know if there's any news. Let's look over here at Banter News. Uptown is ETF voting to approve an A1 registered. Let's see what Marty Party is talking about. To approve an 8A registered security for listing on registered exchanges, the SEC commission of 5 commissioners requires a majority vote of at least 3 out of the 5. This means that at least 3 commissioners must vote in favor of the security for it to be approved for listing. Here are the 5 commissioners: Gary Gensler, Hester Pierce, Caroline Crenshaw, Mark Ueda, and Jamie Lazara. Term expires in 27. Okay. Pierce, Crenshaw, Ueda are pro-crypto regulations, so 3 of the 4. Gensler, we all know, hates crypto. The dark horse is Lazaro. Grok, the AI of Twitter, thinks it appears that Jamie Lazara has a nuanced stance on crypto, as she has not explicitly stated a pro-crypto position. In his speech at the Brooklyn Law School, he mentions that most crypto tokens are likely securities, which suggests that he supports the regulation of crypto assets. However, he's also acknowledged that crypto has become an appealing alternative to traditional investments for certain groups. So it's a bit of a double-edged sword. He sees the potential but the need for regulation. So how many? The SEC requires a majority vote of at least 3. So we've got 3 of them that are pro-crypto. And either way, if these 3 that are pro-crypto votes for positive, we're going to get the announcement anyway. Yeah, if it gets rejected, that's my only concern. Right. Okay, I mean, we've covered most of the macro, so let's get into your charts. Okay, let's go through them quickly. How many Robs do you think would be enough to retire with? What's up, Richard, brother, dude? How many Rob do you think would be? Dude, there's only one Rob in circulation. Am I not wrong? You let me know. I just need one. As you can see, I've looked at your chart previously. Market, yeah, so there's only one, Rob. I mean, even in a third world country, I would need more than one, I think, to retire. What's a good price for PLS to buy? The reload zone, obviously. Icosa's up 55% on the day. Let's remove some of these coins or some of these drawings. The reload zone's where you should be interested, right? Don't know if we've bottomed yet. I'd be comfortable to call a bottom once we break out of the weekly W, which is there. You can see the large W here, right? We need this to close above, retest it, confirm it here, and off it goes. The 61.8, which is where value is at, where the granny waits for these things, is down here, right? It starts at 5,000. That's where value is at. It's already given you one chance. Now everybody's freaking out, yet we're not even in value yet. I mean, this is where you should be grabbing some of this. And it's fine, we're just creating market structure. I mean, we looked at SEA just now, and the chart looks the same. It even has a more aggressive wick at the top. Right, and this is even better market structure than say, because this actually has a double bottom on the weekly. You can see the double bottom here. Now, this is an unbiased view, right? There's your weekly W, and it's been confirmed as it's broken out. SEA just has a daily, and it's already rallied. But I think there's lots of VC money behind that, and they can easily pump it, especially on an exchange like Binance. PI COSA. I actually want to just take a look at what Balaji wants us to take a look at. Because Balaji has been around for a while. I mean, he was very active in my 2019 to 2021 streams when we were trading the altcoins. So let's look at them. PHA, I don't know what this is. This is the weekly chart. You can see how beautifully this chart has bottomed. It's inside the reload zones. Good market structure here. And I'm only interested on volume, on balance volume, because this is the slowest moving average that you can get. Very large bullish divergences as the price is going down. Yet the indicator, you can just see volume is flowing into this as it's going lower. This is impressive chart. Although one thing we look out for as grannies is you want a W to form, which we have. It's been confirmed because that is the breakout of the W there. But the performance wasn't the greatest. Generally, as a granny, you would like to see at least the same range or the same distance that the consolidation was, the breakout. So you can get it when it pulls back. I mean, but I can't fault the granny if she wanted to get some of this, right? If you just zoom out, it's flat on the ground, right? No one's interested in this. People are probably calling this a scam or whatever. Yet the volume chart tells us that people are interested here. We've got higher lows that's been holding, right? And I mean, I can pretty much blindly buy this because it's at the breakout level. You're inside the larger reload zone. And if you really wanted a deal, you can pull up your fib tool from here to here and wait for the reload zone, right? But then I'm sitting on this until it gives me at least a double. And I'm risking a very small percentage. So if this does go lower or goes to zero, it doesn't really affect my my portfolio, right? And these charts like these should get you excited, right? This bull run really hasn't even started yet. We're still in the accumulation zone for many altcoins that are ready to go, right? Let's look at DBI. And if you're a regular on my streams, like Balaji has been over the years, like I'll look at your things. That's DFI. I don't know if I can find DBI. Did I write it wrong? DBI. Don't buy Inu. Okay. Wow. You look at this. How I looked at this back here. Hey. Um. Let's look at it versus on deck screener. Don't buy Inu. Up 40% on the day. I mean, this is picture perfect, right? It's only now breaking out. I mean, the granny is licking her chops here. She might already be too late. But technically speaking, I mean, we don't even have to pull up the fib tool, right? We're below the 61.8. We're probably just below the 78.6 level. Beautiful market structure on the weekly. You've got your higher lows here. And guys, this might be boring to you because I'm not looking at your specific coin, but you can learn from this, right? All of these principles like carry over, right? So good market structure. It's not confirmed yet. It's only confirmed once you break above this area here. I mean, we can go even, we can go there, right? That's your first W here. And it's breaking out now. So yeah, this DBI, don't buy Inu, is on its way. Volume is still fine. It's increasing. If you wanted to really be conservative, you can wait for this breakout, but I mean, this can just go, right? And never retest these breakout levels. That's why, or retest levels. Yeah, I mean, this is on its way. It looks absolutely beautiful. Nice bottom. It's at its bottom. I mean, there's nothing negative I can say about this chart. The only negative is it's that it's up 40%, right? This is the ratio versus Ethereum. A little bit cheaper. That's your breakout level there. I mean, flat on the ground. I mean, this is a good find, right? But I know Balaji is a very proficient trader himself. STOS USD. So this also Stratos. Huh. I mean, you're at the bottom of its range. A nice little W here. That's has already played out. You should have been waiting at your 61.8 here. And it's given you a few chances to get in. Like once here, twice, 3 times, 4 times, and off it goes. This coin has now left the station. You have missed it. That's your breakout level. I mean, it's what is a few dollars between friends if you really want to chase this and you really, really want to own some of this. It's broken out. It's on its way. I would like to look at it versus Ethereum. Stratos token. Let's look at it versus Wrapped ETH. It's going to be a little bit cheaper here. Probably have a nicer chart. Yeah, I mean, it's unfortunately too late here. You should have been interested down here. And it's given you a lot of chance to get in. But it's now left the station. Looks like it wants to go. And let's look at Gala. If you are concerned that I'm not going to get to your token, I'll go as quickly as I possibly humanly can. You can drop a super chat. It just doesn't have to be a lot. You can just... I should probably put in my earphones so I can hear if you guys super chat. It doesn't have to be a lot, like put in $1. It'll get my attention. I'm just quickly going to my Streamlabs so I can see if I missed anything. If I have missed anything important, I do apologize. Okay, so I've missed nothing. Just Gala quickly. This is not a pretty bottom. This is not a valid W. Although it looks like a W, the second V is lower. So you've rallied off your lows here on Gala. Is there bullish divergences here? So no bullish divergences. I mean, Gala doesn't look as powerful as something else. This is going to come back to your reload zone. Wait at the 78.6 level. It's probably going to get there. If you really want this coin, you should start nibbling. The granny should start nibbling at 2.1 cents, and she can ladder her positions down. Flat on the floor, right? This is where you should be hunting for these coins, not when they have blasted off here, right? But the granny loves cheap prices. This is why she's going to wait for these 2 and 1.7 cents area, and maybe even at the 1.5 cents area if it goes all the way there. There's no real good market structure here, so you're most likely going to come down and retest these levels. This will then be on the weekly scale your first W. So why are you guys on Pulse Chain panicking when we can see that some more larger cap altcoins still haven't really bottomed, right? They're on their V bottom. With Pulse Chain, we at least have good market structure down here because we've got a valid W down there, right? I mean, this is only the start of this accumulation phase. Well, not the accumulation. We're ending the accumulation phases for the altcoins we can see here. But some of them have just recently bottomed, right? I mean, don't panic. Just chill. I mean, should we look at the alien coin? I have it here. 160k liquidity. Micro size. Just donated $1 through Super Chat. Wasn't micro-sized. Put in the chat there the coin that you want me to take a look at. Because you put nothing with that message. So I'll look out for your name if you want to throw in a request there. So P, the alien coin, let's just call it the Grace currency because this sticker just, for some reason, I can't say it. Let's get it versus wrapped pulse because we want more wrapped pulse. RSI, I mean, this doesn't look bad, right? This is a bottoming structure here. It's a valid W, but it's not confirmed yet because the second V is higher. It's just a little bit high. Like I would have liked a little bit of a tighter accumulation range. And we're above the reload zone, so you can't really be interested here. The RSI is a little bit high. I mean, you would like to get these things down 70, at least 80%, right? It gave you a chance back here, but you should have had your order ready there. We see most of the volume was traded below the 88.6 level, which is 80%, 88% down, like 90% down for this coin. Like I won't be surprised if this rolls over and does something like that. But if it leaves me behind, I just have to let it go. If it decides to rally here, there's no bullish divergences. This is confluent. Both of them are going the same direction up. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing I can do here. I need this to go lower. Fortunately. So we've talked about bear, right? I'm selling halves on doubles. I've sold 2 doubles already. You can see my pinned tweet on my Twitter profile where I bought this here. You can see the signal that I gave in my Telegram. Did a nibble on Teddy. That was the 18th of December. You can see where the price was. I'm selling halves on doubles. Right, this is already, if you want to join my Telegram, you can join Patreon. You can subscribe for 1 month and it will give you lifetime access, but you'll lose access to the weekly alpha meetings and my newsletters. But either way, I think the Telegram is a good enough a good enough gain there, because you can ask me questions, you can throw charts my way, and I answer all the questions, I read all the questions, and we share a lot of alpha there as well. So do check out the Patreon there. So yeah, I mean, Teddy has left the station. I can't get any here. If you're buying here, you're buying pretty much my doubles. And I'll be selling more as it goes higher. I've got a good position. And if this wants to retrace to its 61.8, I will be rebuying that breakdown and holding more. I'll probably wait at the 78.6 level because you can see some confluence here. This was also the breakout level. And I'll buy more of that which I sold up here for free positions pretty much when this goes higher. I don't know what this is going to do. This is hidden bullish divergence, but then again, this is also bearish divergence as the price is going higher, yet our indicators are going lower. I've managed my risk. I put a very small percentage of my overall portfolio in here. I'm pretty much in profits. I've got free positions and in profits in this coin. So I'm just smooth sailing from here. And you don't want to be chasing it up here, because this is not the reload zone anymore. Value has left the station, unfortunately. It's even above the 61.8. Ian, me, Mr. User, wants us to look at me. We'll probably find it on Dex Screener easily. Versus ETH. Versus WETH. Okay, let's see if we can find it here. Dude, I don't see one a me on Ethereum. HEWSR. User. ENS from Mr. ENS is Ethereum name service. Okay, so there's your low. I mean, technically you have a W, but it's really not pretty. There's your breakout level. Lots of volume coming in here. Let's see if we had bullish divergence. We actually did. We did have bullish divergences on OBV. As the price went lower, your indicator went higher. Very marginal, but I made sure that it is there. I mean, and even from here, he had bullish divergences as price went lower. This has broken out. Lyman Ortega, this is a good spot. I'm proud of you. But you should have gotten it at the latest at 9.9, like literally $10. This is cheap, like it's on its floor. If you've missed this, you need to wait for it to come back to your 61.8. You can see some confluence there with the breakout level and the reload zone at 10.29. Let's see if PZen Microsize wants us to look at PZen. Yeah, okay, so ENS, you need to wait for it to come down a little bit, okay? This might have just been the top, so chasing it here is dangerous, right? Wait for a pullback and hold it into the bull run and profit off it. Sell halves on doubles, whatever you like to do. Just have a plan before the time, manage your risk, etc., etc. I am not a financial advisor. I'm simply a dude on the internet. Guys, you want to see the meme, the MEE, but I can't find it. Let's look at microsized at PZen for the fallow. The PZen guys always want to have me look at their coin. And over here, we don't hate the coins. We don't date them. We just trade them, right? Off the bat, right? It's not in value. This is the no split section. If you have some of this, you're probably happy because it's going up. I mean, this is good market structure. You've got higher lows here. Like, I just can't be interested. I should have gotten it there at the 61.8 if I wanted some. I mean, the indicators are in no man's land. There's no real bullish divergences that I can speak of. There is some bearish divergences, but you need this to pump so it can invalidate this bearish divergence here. You can see the indicator is moving higher, yet our price action is still lower. But this is the nosebleed section. I can't be chasing it up here. And there are some bearish indicators here. It's not oversold yet or overbought yet or at extreme highs on the RSI just yet. So I can't get it here, right? This can be the top here and I would have to wait for it to come back to these levels. This level unfortunately has not been tested yet. You can see the market structure here. This is an inefficiency here. Like, the market does not like fast moves like this. Although there's a few red candles there, I won't be surprised if we come back and refill this little gap you see here. Right? Like, but the initial observation stands that this is the nosebleed section. Like, I need at least the 61.8 to be hit, to be interested in whatever coin it is. Like, it doesn't matter. That's my first rule that needs to be confirmed. If it's not below the 61.8, I don't even look at the indicators. I don't look for market structure or higher lows. I just let it go, right? Yeah, and be happy with the fact that you're up. And be prepared for when it does its correction, right? That's why I sell halves and doubles on the way up, so I can rebuy if it goes lower. Thanks for the super chat. Icosa and Hedron is going up. I know, guys, I've been talking about this for a very long time, right? Like, when no one was talking about Hedron, and like, there's even recorded videos of me on Twitter that other people record that's telling you that this is the areas that we should be interested, right? You've got good market structure here. You've got your higher lows, and this is just blasted off now, right? There's your first W here that's been confirmed. It even came back to retest it. You can see the breakout and the consequent retest over there. More market structure or higher lows and parabola, right? There's nothing to say here. This is clear skies. It's even broken above this level here. I don't know where it's going. There's probably some few insiders that are close to Alex. I don't think he's a very honest and fair person. I don't think he would be giving anyone a leg up on the news that he's developing. But you never know. Maybe someone's looking at the code at the back end. I don't know. But this is probably, like I've said this months ago, like, buy the rumor, sell the news event, right? When the new protocol launches, it's probably going to be a sell the rumor event. And you're going to get your correction then. But until then, until that happens, this is probably just going to continue rallying. Let's look at the RSI. The RSI is already overbought here. Is this the highest it's been? Not yet, so it's still lower here. So there's some bearish divergences here, but this looks very powerful. This looks like it can go a little bit higher. Let's check it out on the weekly, on the 3-day. So that bearish divergences on the 3-day has been invalidated. Hopefully you bought some here, down here, and you can get a free position in this coin. This is where I'd be selling half and a double. On the RSI, that is very, very strong bullish divergences here, as we can see. Price, I mean, even from back here, price action is lower, yet our indicator is aggressively higher. Let me just zoom in. You can see the upward slating line there, and you can see the downward slating line there. That is bullish divergences, enough to reverse the price. I've probably talked about this in previous streams. Like, This is where you should have been interested, right? I need to take a note to go look at my stakes after this. Maybe I can sell some. Sell some here. Not everything, just taking some profits. Icosa, let's look at Hedron. Got some Hedron staked as well. So 8k liquidity, 55k here. So Icosa taking off. Hedron. So on USD, you've got market structure, you've got higher lows, and you've now got that W, which is confirmed because it's broken above this level here that I've plotted. It's above the price action. Hedron is lagging a little bit. I can get some here. And maybe I should do a swap actually here because Hedron's going to follow. Hedron's going to follow Icosa. It hasn't taken off. There's bullish divergences here. This is probably a good trade that we're looking at right now because it's just breaking out now. Bullish divergences indicate a price going lower, indicator going higher. W's here on RSI that's been broken out. The W is breaking out here. It's definitely a trade here. As Icos has already told you, it's left the station. Yeah, Conrad Zen's token is still around. There are often guys asking me and talking about it. And their chart isn't that bad. Right, versus PLS. But it's too late. It's too late to get some. So there's Icosa for you. Kryptonite says, what's up, Hexicans? Anne says hi. Hello, Anne. Oh, Pulse Chain, the Grace currency. So I know a little bit about it. You can see PGTC is on my watch list, so I've looked at it before. Okay. So I've been jumping around on my chat, so please excuse me as I go through it again. Rate for BTC or overall. Okay. Icosa, we've looked at Icosa, PZen, Hedron versus Wrapped Pulse, or what versus PLS would be brilliant. So we've just looked at Hedron. Let's look at the ratio between Hedron and WPLS. So this is this one here. There's not a lot of liquidity. Balaji, thank you for the donation. Pair character stretching his arm forward, raising his thumb up. Pair character. Is that an emoji that you put in there and it gave me anyway, thanks for the super chat, bro. Yeah, I actually used limit orders to sell, not to dump. Like I'm not that big player, bro. I can't hurt the price. But actually, yes, I did use Tetra's limit order and it actually worked for me. So I've put up all of my limit orders, my sell orders and my buy orders on Tetra because it works really, really good. Icosa versus Wrapped PLS. So this is Hedron versus PLS, the ratio. Man, it's only recently bottomed. Lots and lots of bullish divergences as the indicators are going higher and the price continues to sell off. It formed a little bit of a W here, right? That's a valid W. It's not pretty, but it's valid. It's broken out. This looks like it wants to outperform PLS, right? It's confirmed its bullish divergences as it's broken out here. Yeah, so Hedron versus PLS is a go. Granny. So Granny token. I mean, Granny's down 20%. Who's selling here, guys? Who's selling the best coin there is? Tolek Banan wants to look at Gemini AI. Balaji, if there is another coin you want me to take a look at, because I don't know what peer character stretching his arm forward, raising his thumb up. What's that about? Gemini AI. Oh, here it is. Gemini AI versus Wrapped Pulse. Gemini AI. So I've heard about this coin ish. Liquidity is locked. Daily chart. This is down a lot, right? Let's look at it versus wrapped ETH. Hopefully you didn't get to this up here, right? This is nasty. They're bringing it in. They're bringing it all the way down. I'll go back to Granny after this. I mean, the RSIs, the indicators are really not telling us anything. This hasn't bottomed yet. There's a small, you can see the W forming, right? But it needs to do that for it to be confirmed. And it needs to close a candle above that level. We can pull up on balance volume. It's just the difference between buying and selling volume. And it's just been moving sideways. It's not even registering here. I mean, if you really love this coin, this is where you should have been interested, right? But you're catching a falling knife here. We don't know when it's going to end. So the only thing a granny can do here is she needs to wait for a W to confirm. If this is it, then that's your breakout level. That's where the granny can buy it. When it breaks above, or she can wait for a retest. Or she needs to patiently wait if this wants to go lower. Like even maybe it goes a little bit lower and then creates her W. And then she can get it there. But she's catching the falling knife here. I mean, it's cheap, right? We just don't know how cheap it's going to get. I mean, this can easily be a rug pull. We don't know. Like, I don't know the fundamentals, right? Don't quote me on the fundamentals here. This is just looking at the chart. But this is like the start of a W forming, but it's not confirmed at bottom yet. There's still lots of time to keep looking at this chart and waiting for market structure. Like even if it does a massive blast off, like maybe it forms its bottom, it does a blast off, right? The granny still waits for, she can then pull up her fib tool to wherever the stops out and then just wait for it to get into a reload zone. Because this is what it generally looks like. You get your bottom, you get a confirmation of that bottom with a large rally sometimes, but then it comes back to retest these breakout levels. It always comes back, and the market generally gives you a chance, right, to get back into these things. Has Pulse Chain bottomed yet? We have market structure that is strong enough to have us bottomed, but it's not confirmed yet. Right? We need to break above this 7,815 level, this area here. And we need to break out and retest it to confirm that bottom, right? But you can say the same thing here, but I want to be conservative, right? I don't want to lead people on here. There's your W, right? There's your breakout level. This is its retest. So technically that, if I consider this to be a bottom, I should consider this breakout and the retest to be a confirmation of that bottom. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to wait patiently at 7,815 and then I'll call the bottom. But this is good. I mean, this is picture perfect. There's your W there, right? And you want to confirm a nice bottoming structure. It would look like a rounding bottom, like something like that, right? This is what you look for coins to bottom. And the longer we move sideways in this range, the more impressive it's going to be to the upside. Um, I looked at Doge one yesterday on my live stream, but I'll just summarize as it's too late. This is too high. It's right. You can see I've charted it here, and we can look at it versus wrap pulse. It is too high. This is the nosebleed section. Value is down here. We can pull up our fib tool. I mean, I can't chase it here, right? It's almost at the 61.8, where you can catch a falling knife, right? But this is a meme coin. It's moved pretty quickly. This is venture capital area. So you're going to have to look for the 78 and the 88% retracement levels. But if you really wanted it, you can start nibbling at the 61.8, but expect it to go lower. The granny will get some at the 61.8. She'll get some there and she'll get some there. And small percentages. She'll have 1% there and another percent there and a third percentage point down there. Then she can sell halves and doubles on the way up. 8K or 8 million market cap, not bad, but this needs to come down a little bit more. Guys, I don't know what the MEE ticker is. Like, I've put it in here and I didn't see it on Ethereum. Like, this is trading on Aptos. Me on Polygon. Okay. Me governance token on QuickSwap. This is too late, right? This is already left the station. Large volume coming in here. Put on the log chart. Looking for the bottom, and that's the bottom there. It really didn't create nice market structure. I mean, on the weekly, it's going to look like nothing. I mean, to be fair, on the 3-day, that is a W. Let's look at the weekly. On the weekly, this is going to come down all the way. And if you really love it, that's where these areas where you can get some. And I won't be surprised if it comes back all the way to the 4485 area. Because that's the only market structure you have. Always look left, right? Massive rejection candle on the weekly. This is the nosebleed section. This is going to come down to this level. And tag me in your Twitter post when I'm right. That's how confident I am on that. I fart to Minsen. Hans, can you check out Pythias? Yes, Pythias. Pythias has been doing well. It is a little bit high. I have some of this coin. Oh, it's actually taking off. That's your breakout level, and it's on its way. They've got staking up, coming up. They said early this year. And I have some of this. I sacrificed for this. I use Pythias every day when I do a swap. Immaculate bullish divergences. Price is going down. Indicators going higher. But this is quite high already. There's even some bearish divergences here. Price is higher, yet the indicator is still going lower. But this can easily be invalidated, and it might just be invalidated today as this sets a higher high on the RSI. It's quite high. I'd be looking to sell halves on doubles, but I mean, if we didn't have the indicators here, I'd be looking at this chart and being like, wow, this is gonna rally like massively. Right, I mean, it's just beautiful W that you have here, and more W, just stair stepping higher with these higher lows here. Higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low. And off you go. All right. I have some of this. I should probably look to sell some soon. Because I know I actually nibbled a little bit early. I think I maybe nibbled some back here. I rebought my double that I sold, so I'll just have to redo that. A cool thing you can do is you can go to the maker tab down here and paste in your wallet that you actually bought here. Paste in your address here, and it will show you where you actually bought and sold. And I'll just do it with this first guy here, and we'll just see where he's buying. So he's only bought once, and he's bought the top here, right? He doesn't know the granny style, because if he was a granny, he would have been getting it here at the 61.8. Right, let's just put on the 61.8 and we can see how beautifully it caught that bottom there. This is where he should have been interested if he was a granny. This has now left the station, unfortunately. Doesn't mean it can't make money. Just mean he's lost some of the gains that could have been gotten down here. Is this a real Pepe? I am the real Pepe. Let's go back to my meme coins. Granny, someone just bought some. This is the 3-day chart. You can see how low it is on the RSI here, right? It's literally out to the bottom. This is where you should be interested. This can easily be the formings of a W, right? And if you look at Kek, like, this has done 290% retracements already. Because it's had a lot of time, right, to trade. There's a 91% retracement. After a 91% retracement, it did, that's a 12x versus PLS, because we like looking at these things versus PLS. Let's look at the initial dip. Now there's very little volume trading on PLS because everybody is green. Red candles tend to do this. 91% down, and then it rallied versus PLS. Pretty much the reason I'm doing this is because the meme coins do 90% retracements and then do crazy gains like that. That's a 48x versus PLS. It has now done another 90% dip. Yeah, so I don't want to hear, that's 87% dip. I don't want to hear from anybody that Granny is down 90%. Like, this is what these things do, right? They do 90% retracements. They spend time in their accumulation phase and then they blast off again, right? I mean, Kek there isn't a coin that was as fairly launched as Kek, right? I put up $1,000 of my own money in liquidity here. Like, no one knew about this, launched it fairly on Twitter, like told everybody it was put out there. I bought nothing of this to push up the price. It was launched on Twitter, everybody had a fair chance, and it still did a 90% retracement. 50% of the liquidity was locked in the LP pool. It's still there in V1. Not only that, 45% of the supply, and you can see that, we can look at the holders, is locked in the onlymoons.io locker. So 45% of the supply is locked, and you'll see it's, let me show you the holders. 45% of the supply is in the smart contract. You can see this is a contract. It's not an address. This is what an address looks like. So 45% is off supply. The other is locked in. You can see also this is a contract. This is the LP. It's locked in this LP. This was 50% of the supply. Obviously, it's been diluted as people have been buying it over the months. But this is the top holder, 1D. We can copy his address and we can paste in here. This is the largest whale in this coin, and you can see how he's been buying this coin up. He's even done this this run up here. So yeah, I mean, even the largest holder in Kek is still buying this, and it couldn't be launched more fairly than it was, and it still did 90% retracements. It's just how the markets work, right? I mean, we can look at Pulse Chain and Pulse X. Like, retracements are normal. Yeah, so there is a Granny and a Kek pool, I'm adding my kick and grand that I buy, that I DCA, into that liquidity pool. So we looked at Mateus. It's a little bit late. To where I travel, I don't know what you mean. Is this a real paper? I don't know. Conrad pumping his own bags, probably. I mean, if people want to put in money in so other people can exit, let them do that, right? If you're buying up your coin, you're just giving other people a chance. I really hope I'm not missing any of your, because I saw the Bana request here and I can't find your chat. Let's scroll down. Scroll down. So we've checked Mateus. Talking about Icosa, let's go. Bought 3 hours ago before this pump. Nice, bro. Would like to see fame. I sacrificed for fame. I sold my double as soon as I could. 5k liquidity. Most of the liquidity is most likely trading on their exchange. Let's look at it versus Rapid Pulse. Starting to move sideways here finally. This was probably the capitulation wick. The RSI is low. So no bullish divergences yet. You can see this little W forming here, right? It would be confirmed here at 5,800. It's about to confirm on the line chart. So this might have been its bottom here. It's really cheap. It's at the bottom of its RSI. I can't fault the granny if she wanted to get some here. It's not confirmed its bottom yet. It's about to make a little W there. There's no bullish divergences. So we've got location because it's at its lows. We have market structure. It's about to confirm now. We don't have indicator confirmation because we don't have bullish divergences. And if we go on the MACD, we're probably going to find some. So the MACD is a faster moving average or a faster indicator. It's not a moving average. But yeah, you can see the MACD going higher. It's even been confirmed. It's actually, it would only be confirmed here. But it's turning up. It's crossed bullish. I mean, I should probably get some here. Because I'm actually in profits in this coin. I can rebuy here. Not bad, actually, not bad. So there you go, Angor. Basil, it was mentioned a couple of days back by Somi and it started pumping. I know, but you know what I'm going to tell you, right? Like I don't care about fundamentals really. I learn or I look at the chart, right? And just go look at my previous live streams. Like I've been talking about Hejon and Akosa for a very long time. Telling people to be interested there. But it's definitely not me that's caused this pump. Nothing I've said. Like I'm not that. UFO to go says Tetra limit orders too. Very interesting to know. Thanks, Hans. Got to give the limits a go. Yeah, dude, it's working brilliantly. Kick and Granny, we've looked at them. Casper. Is that Caspa or Casper? Oh, here we go. Casper. Let's see if CSPR. See if there is more data to look at. Oh, wow. Here we go. Beautiful chart. Look how long it's been defended this low here. No bullish divergences, unfortunately. Still below its breakout level. That's its breakout level. It's finding it as resistance. I mean, it's at the bottom of its range. Many grannies will wait for this breakout level. So that they'll wait for this to break out to go long, which is still a fine area to go long. If she wanted it cheaply, she would have to wait for the 61.8, which is a little bit away. Her buy, where she can buy, if she wanted it cheap, is at 3.8 cents. So a little bit high if she wanted it cheaply. But if she wanted to buy the breakout level, that's still fine. It's still cheap here. It looks good. All right, it's got lots of room to move to the upside. Not the cheapest coin. I would probably just wait for the 61.8 to be hit. And if this just goes, I would have to unfortunately let it go. But the granny can still get it there because this is the breakout level. That's just a valid area for her to go long. But keep in mind that this can happen again, right? It just fakes you out and then does another consolidation. So how she would handle that is she would manage her risk, right? She would only put in a small percentage of her overall portfolio and be fine with it going down like 50%. Because she's buying spot, right? And she's looking to sell halves on doubles when she gets that, when eventually gets. So she doesn't mind sitting underwater for 6 months, even sometimes a year. She doesn't mind. That's Casper. Interesting chart. Start my crypto. Thanks for the compliments, dude. Yeah, and if you guys like the video, you can go ahead and like it. And if you don't like it, hit the dislike button. I really don't mind. That's Chia Chain, right? XCH. Chia Network. You guys are asking me again if a Pulse Chain has bottomed. I don't know. I'm not ready to call a bottom just yet. It's further along than Chia, just to look at it, because this looks a lot like Pulse Chain, right? We've got that small little W, we've got the rally, although we're chilling in this area here for Pulse Chain. So a little bit further along, it would be great if Pulse Chain would, I mean, we even retested that, so technically it looks like this, like Pulse Chain looks like that. So a little bit further along, you've got a W here, no bullish divergences, not the most impressive chart, it's broken out. The granny can't chase it here, so we need to wait for her reload zones down here. You can see the confluence there, the 61.8 is exactly at the breakout level. This is going to come down, retest this, create some market structure. On the longer term, this is going to be a larger W. Right, guys, this is where we should start getting interested in buying retracement levels, right, for all of these coins, right? Like even Link, look at Link. Where's Stinky Link? There we go. Ugly Wick. I bought some at the breakout level, which was like somewhere here at $7. I was looking to sell halves on doubles, but it hasn't doubled versus its ETH pairing for me, unfortunately. Doesn't look like I'm gonna get it. This is an M forming here, even on OBV, as price is going higher. Like lots of these coins look like this, those that have rallied. They're going to be rolling over in the coming months back to their retracement levels, and this is where we should be getting them. They look the same, right? Krieger for Christus. Are you Dutch, bro? That's a very, very... Krieger for Christus. Interesting. Either Dutch or German. Awesome. Thanks for doing it on the fly. It's a pleasure. Nice take on peak. Yeah, Igloo Bamboo, I saw your chat and I'm sorry that I'm only coming to your message now. So let's look at Bana. Bana. There we go. I got in this coin really, really early down here. I think it was actually this level here. I talked about this openly, and I'm up a lot. Right, coin has treated me really good, and I would love for this to come down to my reload zone so I can get more. Right, I'm surprised at how beautiful it's just holding up here. Right. Um, this is technically a downtrend because you've got lower highs, right, and lower lows. Lower lows, lower. So there's no bullish divergences to speak of yet, but you can see how beautifully this RSI has already reset. I mean, and it's got so much more room to move to the downside for me, where I can actually start getting interested in this again, right? I mean, I'm trying to look for some bullish divergences. So there's some hidden bullish divergences here. Like I mean, isn't even the log chart. Look, I get dumbstruck every time I look at this because there's no reason for it to stay up here for such a long time. And this is a linear chart. This isn't logarithmic. The logarithmic looks even more ridiculous. So on the 3-day, we can see the RSI is quite high. It's trending lower. So, I mean, we're just going to have to watch this, right? I mean, as a granny, I can really only start getting interested down here. And that's a long way away. I mean, the best thing you can possibly hope for is this to trend sideways and down like this, get the RSIs and the indicators nice and low, because this is a 3-day chart. I went even higher, which is probably not the best thing to do. Like for a granny, I mean, she can't be interested here, right? She has to wait for this to come down, but it can just leave us behind, right? And just go higher. Very low market cap. It's one of the better performing charts there are. And I mean, I've watched this chart from the beginning, so there hasn't been any weird mechanics played with the liquidity, etc. Not that I'm saying like that's manipulation or anything. Like this is market, right? All is fair in love and war, and I'll add markets to that as well. So, I mean, Bana is great. It's performing amazingly well. It's like the unfortunate thing is we can't get it here, right? BDI. So the rest of the Itropa ecosystem is lagging behind a little bit. Hasn't broken out, but that's probably an opportunity, right? I mean, if you've missed Teddy Bear, this is where you should be interested in this, right? And these RSIs, the indicators, for some reason, just don't make sense to me anymore. So I'm not even going to worry about it, right? This is like finding resistance at the 88.6 level. That means it's down 88% from the highs, right? If you really loved this year, like this is where you should be interested in this. This unfortunately made a new low here. If this previous low held, I would have been like frothing at the mouth for this. But still, if you put on the line chart, that's still good market structure. You've got higher lows. At least you're starting to move sideways here now, right? I mean, this is so cheap here. I mean, I can't fault the granny for getting some here, right? Really. There's bullish divergences here as price went lower, indicator went higher. So you've got location, you've got indicated confirmation. We don't really have market structure just yet. It's yeah, this is probably a fair area. Like if you close above 12 DI per PLS, that is your indication to go long. I should get some more here. I don't know what you're doing. Like you can do whatever you want to do, but I should get some here. Itropa And we'll look at them both, right? The same as PDI made a recent bottom. That is your breakout level at 94. Not there yet. The RSI is like in no man's land, but it continues to defy what I know about the RSI for some reason. Very cheap, right? You're below the 88.6 level. If you loved it up here, you should be like ecstatic now. And for someone like me that watched this happen, like, and never participated because I wait for cheap prices, that's where I would be interested. And this is the area where I should be interested. Lyman says e-buy stops too. I forgot you made cake. Yeah, crazy times. It's been a while, right? Can you make a video on live? Yeah, I'll make a video for you guys on limit orders. Band protocol. I'm Danish, close enough. Okay, great. Band. It's a good band. I'm almost through all of your chat. So throw in your last requests. I mean, I remember trading this in 2018 and 2019. It was this always performs really well. New low here. A valid W, right? Bullish divergences. My brother just messaged me. We need to make a meme coin to create on ordinals. What? Anyway, I'll talk to him later. That's funny. Let's put on the line chart. I mean, there's a valid W here, right? You can see the breakout level here for band. But it's too late. This has left the station. But the market is going to give you a chance again. Because it wasn't the best market structure. You can see the confluence here at the 78.6 level. I can start buying at $1.48. Strong volume still coming in here. Look how beautifully the market comes back to retest these previous levels, right? Like you get this accumulation. Yeah. A recent low, it wasn't the best low, the best market structure, but there is some market structure. Yeah, get some band. This is going to perform really, really well. And I'll sell halves and doubles on the way up. Right, to the top. That's like a 10x to the top. I mean, yeah. I mean, Hex has so much upside. Even if it just goes to like the 236, it's already more gains than what you can get in these mainstream coins, right? I mean, what I'm talking about is this. 236. That's 13 cents from where we're at. And that's only the first retracements. It's not even the all-time highs. Oh, no. It means... my point here is that even just to our first retracement level, which is the 236, that's some insane gains. Right. I don't know what it's going to do. But just to the first retracement level, that's a 31x. If we look at something like band to its all-time highs, it's only going to give you a 10x, right? So I mean, this is where opportunity is at. You don't even have to look at the all-time highs, right? Just look at these initial retracement levels. Right, to 31% just to the first retracement level. I mean, it's going to be absolutely ridiculous. I'm glad you liked it, Igloo. TYRH. Damn, I haven't seen that in a while. I'll go over PRS. I've been buying PRS here. Pulse Reflection Token. I mean, you can see the same thing that we always look for, right? A coin that is literally down at its lows. creating some W's. You can see the small little W here. Right, I've been buying here at the breakout level, and I bought some here as well. Although it wasn't the perfect buys, it could have been better. I don't mind this moving sideways here. The lows just have to continue holding, but I'm getting some here. So that's PRS, TYRH. Yeah, people haven't asked me for this in a very, very long time. Interesting to see what would have happened here. Yeah, exactly what I predicted would happen. It's still going lower. Unfortunately, you have no market structure. This is catching a falling knife, right? You need to wait for a W to form. So this is way too early to do any analysis on this at all. Any bullish divergences on RSI to speak of? Okay, yeah, so there are some bullish divergences forming as the indicator is higher. It's enough to reverse the price, but it can easily just continue lower and make a new low. Yeah, so you need to unfortunately wait for a W, and I'd even wait for the breakout level to go long. Hey is the first ERC20 token that was ever created on Uniswap. This is short for Hayden. Somi, I think Somi bought some of this. These are new lows. It doesn't look good. Let's see if we have bullish divergences. I don't know. Okay, so there's some bullish divergences actually. Now you need to see market structure. You need to see a higher low and a break. And yeah. Oh, that's the daily. Let's look at the 3-day. Like if this, why is there so little data if this was the first meme coin ever created? It's probably created but was never listed, right? It's probably only listed recently. Either way, it doesn't look interesting yet. There are other coins that are looks much better than that. Look up ARB if you can, USD pair. Salt term interestingly goes for Zal. Somebody was speaking about Akasi yesterday and the day before that. Yes, everybody thinks it's that's the reason why it's pumping. I would disagree. I would say that the chart was telling us that it's bullish. But to each their own. Look up Arbitrum. Okay. I'm going to finish this live stream pretty soon. I guess ARB is Arbitrum, right? Too late, right? It has taken off. Nice little W down here. This is where you should be interested, down here. Okay? Not here at $2. It's too late. It has taken off. If it never comes back, then you've missed the boat. But most likely it will. Solana. Rejection candle. Pretty much the area where the granny can be interested is at $53 and $33. Let's see where most of the volume was traded on this coin. All the way down here at $21. Do I think this happens? I don't know. But I can't be chasing it up here. And all of these confluences tell me that it wants to go there. Like even take off the 80, the 61.8. Like it looks like it wants to come back to this box. You can see all the lines lining up here. And this is the only market structure there is. You can see the W, right? Let me draw it in for you guys. Bottom, top, higher, low, off you go. That's your breakout level there, right? That's your W there. This is going to come back to 32 to retest this breakout level. This is too quick, too fast. This is probably a top that's been formed there. That's an ugly candle and another ugly candle. But let's see what happens. I can be very wrong too. With that being said, thank you for everybody coming. Thank you for the super chats. I will see you guys in the next video. Click subscribe if you're not subscribed. Follow me on Twitter at Hansi Crypto. And check out the links in the description down below. I will see you guys in the next video. Cheers for now. And remember to play from a position of strength. Don't get wrecked. There's still a lot more time to go. Cheers for now, guys.